everybody, and welcome to the 21st MSP Airport Update. So this update is a little bit different as it is, well, 1A morning update, so that's pretty cool. Normally don't do morning updates, as the time for this one is around 10:55, a little bit before 11 a.m. on Thursday, October 13th. And another cool thing about Minneapolis-St. International Airport right now, so you have just resumed service from Seoul to MSP on the A350. So that's really cool. Not in this update, but it will be included in some future updates down the line because that is a really cool new service, and there will be a model that I have to get now to accommodate that. So we'll begin our update here in the cargo area. We have this FedEx MD-11. This one came in from Indianapolis, and it will be later heading out to Chicago O'Hare. Here we have our Sun Country models. We'll begin with the Transavia Hybrid Livery 737-800. This one is filling in for the TUI Hybrid Livery, as this actual flight was on the TUI Hybrid Livery for Sun Country, so really awesome to see, of course. I think this one just got pulled in from the hangar. Maybe they were doing some maintenance on it, and it hadn't been flying for the past 4 days, but now it will be making the service out to Las Vegas. And our second aircraft here is the 800 with Scimitar winglets by Panda Models here. Gorgeous model here. And this one came in from Baltimore. It'll be heading out to Nashville. And for the rest of our lineup at Terminal 2, here we go. We'll begin with the JetBlue A320 back there in the For Good livery. Looking for an A220. This one came in from Boston, and it'll be doing the turnaround heading back out there. Our aircraft in the middle here, we have the Southwest Airlines 737-800. This one came in from St. Louis, and it will be later heading out to Chicago Midway. And then finally here we have the Southwest 737-700, and this one is in the Maryland 1 livery, but the actual aircraft was just in the Heart livery with the blended winglets. And this one came in from Chicago Midway, and it'll be heading out to Denver. And just landed on 30 left, we have this Delta A220-300. This one just touched down in from Chicago O'Hare. It'll be pulling into its gate, and we'll be later heading back out to Houston IAH. Now moving into the Terminal 1 gates, we have this Delta 737-900. This one came in from Boston, and it will be later heading out to Denver. And both of our models here in the G concourse are both 739, so that's a little bit interesting. Our second 739 here is this Delta 737-900. This one came in from Detroit Metro, and it will be heading out to Sacramento. So a little bit interesting there. These are only two models in the entire G concourse for this update, and they're both 739s. And here's a route that I've wanted to include in one of these airport updates for such a long time, but I've never had the chance. Here is the Delta 767 service in from Honolulu, and it'll be later doing the turnaround and heading back out there. So really cool there. That is the service from Honolulu, which I believe is once daily. So pretty awesome there for Delta. And it is on the 767. I think it's really our one consistent flight on the 767. So that is where this model really comes in handy, that Honolulu route. So glad to include it here for Delta on this 767. And then our second aircraft here is the Delta A319 by Aero Classics. This one came in from New York JFK, and it'll be heading out to Missoula. And right next to the flight in from JFK, we have the flight in from LaGuardia on the Delta A321. So that's a little bit interesting there. It was just kind of a coincidence that I put those two right next to each other. So this one came in from New York LaGuardia, and you'll be heading out to Phoenix Sky Harbor, or Red River Aviation's airport. And finally here in the F concourse, we have the Delta A320 in the Thank You livery. This one came in from Atlanta, Hartsfield Jackson, or Citrus Aviation's airport, and it'll be heading out to San Diego. If you would like to submit a subscriber route, please mention it in the comments down below. And as long as it is a realistic airport and it is on YouTube, then I will definitely add it as a future subscriber route. Here we have an American Eagle CRJ 700, but this one is filling in for an American Eagle E175, as I only have one of those. You can see the other one right there. So this one made a service in from Philadelphia. It's actually, the actual aircraft was operated by Republic, but we'll just say it's PSA for aircraft reasons. So this one came in from Philadelphia, and will be heading out to New York LaGuardia. As you might have guessed, the other American Eagle E-175 is doing the opposite of the CRJ 700. This one came in from New York LaGuardia, operated by Republic, and it'll be heading out to Philadelphia. And of course, right next to that, we have this United Airlines 737-800 in the Continental Globe livery, a beautiful livery and a beautiful model here by Gemini Jets. This one came in from Chicago O'Hare, and this will be doing the turnaround and heading back out there. Here we have the United Airlines E-170, operated by Mesa Airlines here, which is a bit surprising for this route, as this one came in from Washington Dulles. I did not know that they were on Mesa Airlines. I would have expected Republic for that one. And this will be doing the turnaround and heading back out to Washington Dulles. And appearing for the first time in an airport update, here we have the Delta Airlines 757-200 in the Old Breast Cancer Awareness livery. Fortunately, this livery does not exist anymore, but it is a gorgeous model here by Gemini Jets, and also quite a rare one, so really happy to have this one in the collection. And finally here in an airport update. I got it in the Twin Cities Aviation collectible sale and get-together, and now I can feature it here at MSP. So this one is just pushing back. Arrived in yesterday on the 12th from Atlanta, and it's just now heading out on a charter service. I'm not quite sure which one. I'm guessing that they probably wouldn't be at this gate here either if it was a charter service, but that's where it landed, or it landed and taxied into the D concourse. But I'm guessing the charter wouldn't be flying out of here, but I'm not quite sure on that. But anyways, this one will be heading out to Milwaukee, so clearly a charter there. The flight number is also in like the 8,000, so definitely not a scheduled service. If I had to guess, I don't think they'll be flying the 757 to Milwaukee. But really interesting here, and a very unique first appearance for this model, so glad to have it in here. And just arrived in here, we have the Delta Connection CRJ 700 operated by SkyWest. This one just arrived in from Chicago Midway, and it will be heading back out to Chicago Midway later. Alright, now get ready for this insane RJ section. I took literally every single RJ for Delta that I have and just stuck them all in here. So it's gonna be quite the RJ section here. So we'll begin with the Delta Connection CRJ 700 back there. This one is operated by SkyWest, and this one came in from Washington Dulles, and it'll be heading out to Grand Forks. And then here we have the Shapeways Custom Delta Connection CRJ 900 operated by Endeavor, and this one came in from Cincinnati, and it'll be heading out to New York JFK. Alright, now for the rest of the C concourse here, even more RJs, of course. We have the Delta Connection CRJ 900 there to the right of your screen. Not a great shot of this one, but this one is SkyWest operated, came in from Fort Wayne, and it will be heading out to Rochester, Minnesota. In the middle here, we have the SkyWest House Livery CRJ 900. This is the actual livery, not the exact registration, but this was the actual livery here, the SkyWest House Livery that flew this route. So that's pretty cool here, so that means that this is an accurate model here. And this one came in from South Bend, and it'll be heading out to Fargo. And at the very top of your screen, top left there, we have the Delta Connection CRJ 900, the Gemini Jet version. This one is operated by SkyWest, came in from Bismarck, and will be heading out to Madison-Dane County. And then, of course, we'll finish it with the two CRJ 200s here. We'll begin on the right of your screen with the SkyWest operated CRJ 200. This one came in from Hibbing, and will be heading out to Iron Mountain. And then finally, on the left of your screen, we have the Endeavor operated Delta Connection CRJ 200. This one came in from Wausau, and it'll be heading out to Appleton. So yes, that'll conclude this update of Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport. I hope you enjoyed it, getting at least one new model in here, and then just a ton of RJs, of course. Great to see all the RJs here, as that was something that we were missing from that's something that Gemini wasn't really doing for a while there. It's something that many people are missing from their collection. And with a little bit of help from Shapeways, we were able to accomplish a pretty good RJ section here. And let me know if you'd like to see the Comair Ron Allen livery Delta Connection CRJ 200 that I just got in these MSP airport updates, because I did include the retro Delta 752, and so I could probably include the retro Delta Connection CRJ 200 here, even though it wouldn't be quite realistic for the time. The present day wouldn't quite be realistic for today's time. I probably could still manage to fit it in here somewhere if you would like to see that. So yeah, that will conclude this update of MSP. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you tomorrow. As always, good night. Auf Wiedersehen.